Holly Willoughby married Dan Baldwin, whom she got close to on the set of children's TV show Ministry of Mayhem in 2004-11 years ago. Holly and Dan have 3 children together: Harry, 9, Belle, 7, and Chester, 3, and recently celebrated their 11th anniversary. The This Morning presenter revealed earlier this year she dug her bridal gown out to wear on the day of the royal wedding. Explaining it This Morning Live, "I dug it out. I took it into this morning to the big steamer as I haven't got one of those. It's a bit ripped. It is filthy. I haven't had it dry cleaned. I will look a bit like Miss Havisham." And as the couple mark 11 years of marriage, here's everything you need to know about Holly Willoughby and Dan Baldwin's wedding day. When did Holly Willoughby get married? Holly was 26 when she tied the knot to Dan Baldwin, who was 31 at the time, in August 2007. Where was Holly Willoughby's wedding? Their nuptials were at St. Michael's Church in later the 900-year-old Amberley Castle on the South Downs in West Sus. Holly told OK! magazine in her wedding exclusive, "We used to go there when I was little for lunch every time there was a special occasion. I think I just knew I would get married there." Where was Holly Willoughby's wedding dress from? The gown was overlaid with French lace and was designed by Holly herself before a friend made it for her. Holly wore silver shoes designed by George Gives that were made by Parramatta, a vintage-style veil on her hair, and earrings from the Lady Heart collection. Who were Holly Willoughby's bridesmaids and ushers? Holly's best friend BBC One radio presenter Fern Cotton and MTV presenter Sarah Colwitt were bridesmaids along with her sister and friends. They all wore white strapless gowns with black ribbon ties under the bust from Alfred Sung, while the X Factor presenter Dermot O'Leary was the happy couple's usher. Dan's brother Dom was his best man alongside a close friend. What was Holly Willoughby and Dan Baldwin's first dance? Holly and Dan chose English Rose by Paul Weller for their first dance. Speaking exclusively to OK! magazine, Holly said, "I remember one of the first moments I realized how strongly I felt about Dan. It was quite early on in our relationship and I went on holiday with Fern Cotton, and Dan had made me a CD of his favorite songs. I'd never heard it before and loved it." Dan added, "It's one of my favorite songs. I always loved the jam when I was growing up." English Rose was the last song on there. Plus of course Holly is an English Rose.